Like, I'm sure a lot of you know the quest. All right, here we are, day freaking 2, and so far I feel good. Now it's only 2 days, so that's kind of not really saying much. But day 2, and I'm still very excited, um, very optimistic. I did 11 minutes on the bike. Not even really I mean, yeah, it's cardio, but I kind of looked at it as cardio and also a proper warm up. Now, when you're warming up for a lift, ideally, you'd like to be able to have as much time as you need and warm up in the movement that you're going to do. My problem was, um, if I had a good song playing, the pre-workout starts kicking in. I would fly through the warm up, and then by the time I did the first set, I didn't really give myself enough time, and that's why pretty much for the past, I don't know, 2 months, every single time the second set feels better than the first. And most of the time I would do more reps. So that kind of proves my point right there. But yeah, I did 11 minutes on the bike, and what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split up my cardio. Not That's something you don't have to do, um, but for me it works out. So I'm gonna do I did 11 minutes before I did any weight training, and I know 11 minutes sounds weird, but that one extra minute is I kind of ease into it, and then the following 10 minutes find a good pace, and I stick with that pace for the rest of the you know cardio session. But um yeah, I don't want to do too much cardio before I attack the weights, so I probably won't go beyond 11 minutes ever before I hit the weight training. So if I could do like 10, 11 minutes before each session that I lift, and then after that is when I'm really going to hit ideally is when I'm going to hit the good, pretty intense. Like I don't want to go so intense that it becomes, how do I say it? It kind of exhausts me too much. Like you want to find that good balance with cardio, that it's a good steady state, something you can maintain for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And, since I'm doing 11 minutes before, the second portion will probably be 20, 25 minutes. And, if I have time, the further I get into the cut, I might bump that up to 30 minutes or so on the second part. Um, but for me, that's what's going to work. So, yeah, I mean, and I'm only going to do abs now that I'm doing abs again twice a week. I did them yesterday. I'll probably do them again, I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday, whatever works. One of those days, though. Um, so, yeah, day 2, man. I have 345 on the bar, and I'm just kind of, this is an educated guess, but I'm thinking this would be a good weight for me to work with, even as I get more depleted, less energy. Um, it's at least going to be a good measuring stick. So, I'm going to try to stick with 345 for the whole duration of this cut on decline bench. Now, of course, if worse comes to worse, and I got to back off a little bit on the weight, I will. But I'm gonna try my best to make this like a maintenance weight for this. So like if I can do this through the whole cut, and I'm losing weight, shredding fat, shredding water, and I'm still basically hitting the same reps, like I won't be surprised if I lose one or two. Then I know I'm definitely, you know, having a good cut. Now, if it starts to get to the point where, say, I do 12 good, slow, and controlled reps here, and then 8 weeks from now I'm barely getting 7 or 8, then it's probably time to back off. So it's a we'll just see how it plays out, basically, like always, nothing new. So what do you say we shut the fuck up? Do a set. I want to go pretty slow and controlled here. Maybe when I get to the last two, three, 4 reps of the set, I might speed it up a little bit just to maybe squeeze one more out that I might not have gotten if I stayed slow. Um, but yeah, let's fucking do it. All right, I'm having some slight, and I'll say slight. I'm not gonna use it as an excuse, but it's just some minor elbow pain. Nothing too bad. I can handle it. I've definitely had worse. That's for sure. But I pretty much hit the nail on the head. Got 12. All right, man. I think a couple more sets like that, and I'll probably do a drop set today. I've been doing a lot of back down sets, which I love, but I love to do them more or less when I'm going a little heavier. So if I worked up to 365 or 375 for 2 or 3 sets, and then I would have done a back down, go down to like 315 or something. But since this is a little lighter than what I've been doing, we'll do a drop set instead. Um, Probably just 3 sets. I might do a fourth and then do the drop set. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see as it goes. All right, I made my typical freaking mistake of miscounting. I mean, my God, you'd think at this point I'd figure my shit out and learn how to count. I guess I need to go back to elementary school and fucking relearn. I don't know. Um, but I'm pretty sure I only did 11, not 12, which is fine. I was going, but I went back and watched the last X amount of reps. I was still going pretty slow. I didn't speed it up a little like I wanted to. So it is what it is. And I forgot to mention, just like yesterday, I'm gonna try to go quicker, even on the compound. So this might be a little ugly. Might lose too many reps, to be honest with you. It's only been like maybe I might be approaching 2 minutes. Let's just fucking do it. Let's get. It's time to cut out the Mickey Mouse shit here and get a little serious. What do you say? All right. Kind of shocked myself there. I did 11 again. Sweet. Give me a couple minutes. We'll do another with a drop set. That'll be it for decline today. Whew, that really shocked me. Now, of course, I'm over here acting like I'm 6 weeks into my cut already. No, this is day 2. So now that I think about it, it doesn't really shock me. I still have some strength and I'm just still kind of loaded up with carbs and stuff still. I don't want to say loaded up, but anyways, let's do another one. Oh, come on. You gotta love that shit. But let's make it even better. Let's do that freaking drop set. I was a little worried about that last rep as soon as I went for it. Not gonna lie. Luckily, we got it. And I've been stuck. Like, I failed a rep. It might have been 315. I was going for that final rep. Didn't get it on decline. I had to roll it up and basically stand and hip thrust it over this to set it down. It was actually surprisingly pretty easy. Like, that sounds terrible, but it wasn't that bad. I think my adrenaline kind of kicked in. It was either get the bar up off of me or have it roll down to my neck, and you guys can probably figure out what happens after that. All right, that felt great. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. All right. I know. I think not only last week, but the week before, I said, when the cut starts, I'd probably move on to dumbbells after decline barbell bench. I changed my mind. If you cannot tell, I have changed my mind. Now I'm not going to completely roll out at some point going to dumbbells, but again, I may have even said this, but the more I think about it, the deeper you get into a cut, into a depletion of carbs and calories, um, the more stability becomes harder to muster up that well, stability, so I kind of figured, why go away from the machine? I mean, first of all, it still feels good. There's been a couple times where it's felt off, but I think that's every exercise is going to do that occasionally. It still feels good. The stability is a non-factor. I can just worry about pressing, squeezing my chest as hard as I can. Um, so I don't have to worry about stabilizing. And I know 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks from now, this is going to get harder and harder. So Never say never. I could still go back to, or not, I won't say back because I haven't done dumbbells in forever. I can still go to dumbbells after I decline barbell bench. But for now, unless something just drastically changes, I'll probably continue to do this. So, but we got 4.5 wheels on each side. Let's see what I can muster up today. I kind of knew I wasn't going to get that last rep, but I still wanted to try it. Why not? I was at 11, just like I did on decline. I'll take it. I was considering maybe going down, just like on decline if I had to, but it still feels good. Again, I'm only 2 days in, so um, not really that's shocking when you think about it, but you never know. So it was in the back of my head to maybe take off some weight, but we'll do two more. Do two more with this. Move on. That quick rest is starting to get to me. Should I go down to 4 plates? No, I'll stay here. And if the reps are too low, I'll throw in a drop set. Make up for it. Let's be honest. No matter what, now that I've said it, I'll probably do a drop set anyway. So yeah, you can guarantee a drop set. Oh yep, those quicker rest periods are making that pretty tough. Whew, let's do the drop set. Now, ideally, at least what I like to think about when I'm doing a drop set. Well, first of all, let me say when and how frequent you do a drop set. It really depends how you feel. Like you wouldn't go in and max out every single day, especially if it's something you haven't worked up to on a training block or if you just feel like shit. You know what I mean? Same thing with really anything, but especially drop sets. So if I have a day that I'm kind of feeling just exhausted, maybe I will hold off on the drop sets until later in the workout and maybe only do one, like the final thing. And then days like today, where I feel surprisingly decent, I will do maybe not every single one, but most exercises. And if not, all the exercises, I'll throw in a drop set at the end. So, and you also, again, it depends how you feel. how much you drop depends how strong you feel that day or how just overall, conditioned you feel. How if you're really tired and breathing hard, maybe you should take off a little more weight. If you're feeling weaker that day, maybe you should take off a little more weight. Like it's all relative to how you feel. It's all, you need the context of that day, how everything feels, if you're tired, sore, your joints hurt, whatever. So, you can't just willy nilly, do a drop set and just kind of recklessly and mindlessly do whatever. You know what I mean? So, I've talked enough. This really isn't even a drop set at this point, but we'll do it still. Okay. I pushed that about as far as I could. That is it. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's keep it going. Let's straighten it up a little bit more. All right. What do you say? We have some more fun here, and we do those 2-second eccentrics again. I love them, dude. It because I really don't do so much anymore. I've gotten really, really better about this. But just to keep me true and make sure I'm doing this like I should, that 2-second eccentric really makes me make sure I'm driving this movement through my chest. And I'm not rounding my shoulders. I'm not, using my biceps to kind of curl it in. Now, maybe on the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 reps, yeah, I might do that. But again, I'm okay with cheating a little bit as long as 90% of the set is pretty clean. So whenever I do that 2-second eccentric, it makes me kind of make sure I check on my boxes and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. So, and it just gives me a better pump. Let me just be honest, it does. So let's do it again. 3 sets. And you know what? Since I've already done 2 drop sets, let's do another one here. We might do a drop set on everything today. I feel pretty good, so why not? Uh, I'll be honest, 2 more sets of that is going to be pretty tough. But that's kind of the point, right? As long as I can keep my form good and I can control it, if I get too sloppy, I will have to go down and wait. But that's like a last resort. So let's do 2 more in a drop set. Fuck. Fuck. Oh my god, that was tough. All right, let's do it again. Ah, fuck. Come on. Oh, my arms feel like they're gonna fall off. I think that was effective. Holy shit. Even raise my arm right now. Whew. That was good, to say the least. I mean, damn. All right, what do you say? One more exercise. Now, I wanted to do a drop set on every single thing, but with how I feel right now, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure about it now. It's definitely in the schedule, but if I get to that drop set part and I'm just completely destroyed, I might scrap it. We'll just have to wait and see. Tried these chest dips last week, and it just felt too light. It is not in the rep range that I wanted, but even with me saying that, I think I'm gonna do them today. My plan is do a set, and if the reps are so high that I feel like I can afford to just rest like 1 minute, that's it. 1 minute rest, jump right back into another one. I'm thinking actually, well, what am I thinking here? No, I'll do 3 sets. I was gonna say just 2 sets here, and then kind of pair that with 2 sets of deficit push-ups, like really slow, almost like a 2 or 3 second eccentric. But I think I'm gonna do 3 here, and if I don't feel like doing the drop set, I'll pair the 3 here with 1 set of deficit push-ups, and we'll call that a quote-unquote drop set. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of. It's been a while since I've done. It's been a real good while since I've done these actually, and I know it's gonna be light, so I'm gonna go pretty slow. Like I said, rest only a minute if I have to. And again, I'm doing these for chest, so you want to lean forward as far as you can comfortably. The more you sit up, the more you work your triceps. The more you lean forward, the more you're gonna hit your lower chest. So that's obviously what we're hitting today is chest, not triceps. So lean forward. Again, whatever's comfortable for you, but I like to go all the way down All right. That hurt my hand more than anything. I had to find a different way to set up my hands on that. That hurt. But other than that, that was good. I actually didn't get quite as high of a rep range as I thought, so I'm still gonna speed things up here. Let's do two more. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do the drop set here, and I'm still gonna do the deficit push-ups. I'm here to work out, right? I mean, shit. And I feel pretty good today. Like knowing what's ahead of me, what with this cut, these days are gonna be very far. I mean, it's just not gonna be very frequent. Let me just say it like that. So let's take advantage of it. Okay. Give me a minute or two and I'll go do the push ups too. All right, my chest is pretty much completely destroyed. I could barely make it through the. I didn't record them either, but I could barely make it through the push ups, which normally, push ups are pretty freaking easy for me. I think I did 25, and I've been doing push ups pretty much after every chest routine, and I'm usually in that 30 to 40 range. I didn't even hit 30. Done, fucking done. And I did a lot of volume though. I did a drop set on every exercise. Um, yeah, drop set on every exercise. 3 sets of each, plus the push-ups. So now, as I get deeper into this cut, you know, there'll be a lot of days where I don't do quite this much volume. You can't. If I want to recover, I'm already going to be depleted of calories, carbs, fats. Proteins are the only thing that I might be surplus in. I don't even know if I'll get there with that. I'll basically be happy if I kind of break even with proteins in terms of my body weight. So it's going to be hard to recover. So either the weight's going to go back significantly over time, or the volume. We'll just see how it kind of plays out. All right, man. Let's fucking check this pump. Let's check it. If I can get this shirt off. Shit. Okay. Day 2 of the cut. Dare I say, it might even be better than yesterday. Off to a good start. Off to a real good freaking start. All right, man. So far today, all I had a. Now when I'm gonna name these protein bars and stuff. These are all like I'm sure a lot of you know the Quest protein bars. Very low sugar, pretty low carbs. I'm pretty sure. These are usually the protein bars that I eat. So I had one of those for breakfast. For lunch, I had 8 ounces of steak, a half cup of green beans, and a half cup of rice. Same thing for dinner. I had a protein shake between lunch and now. I'll have another same meal, pretty much tit for tat for dinner. Another protein shake, and then I might afford myself one more protein bar. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I mean, I don't know the exact calories and all that, but I know it's not much. So we are off and running. So we're done for today. We are done. Pretty good pump. The reps actually surprised me on decline bench. Good day, man. I think I have jugged this out about as long as I can. So let's wrap it up. Get the fuck out of here.